Hello. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to explain and give you depth knowledge of model binding in ASP.NET Core MVC. So, please watch till the end of the video. If you are new here, don't miss to subscribe to our channel. Let's start to understand. First, I am explain you some introduction. In the MVC pattern, model binding maps the HTTP request data to the parameters of a controller's action method. The parameter can be of a simple type like integers, strings, double, etc., or they may be complex types. MVC then binds the request data to the action parameter by using the parameter name. Let's understand custom model binding in MVC. Custom Model Binder provides a mechanism using which we can map the data from the request to our ASP.NET MVC model. In the image or diagram, the model binder provides a mapping between the request data and the application model. The default model binder, which is provided by ASP.NET Core MVC, supports most of the common data types and would also meet most of our needs. The built-in model binding functionality can be extended by implementing a custom model binder that transforms the input prior to binding it to a model. Now, let's creating a custom model binder class with example. For creating a custom model binder class, we have to inherit from iModelBinder interface. This interface has an async method named bindModelAsync, and it has a parameter of type ModelBindingContext. The ModelBindingContext class provides the context that model on which the binder acts. You can more understand using code which mentioned in image. Now, let us implement a custom model binder that can convert incoming request data which is passed as a query string to a user-defined class. The requested data is the one that contains all model properties separated with pipe, and even our custom model binder, and it will separate the data and assign them to the respective model property. Let's steps involved in implementation of a custom model binder. Here, have two steps for implementing this, as you can see the code in images. As per the image code, once the model is created using the request data, we then have to assign this model to result property of the binding context using ModelBindingResult.Success method. This method represents model binding operation was successful. Same as the success method, it has also a method name fail that represent a fail model binding operation. Now, the next step is to register a model binder. We have two ways to register the model binder. First, with using the model binder attribute, and second by defining the model binder provider and then registering it in the startup class. Next, understand register custom model binder using model binder attribute. We can apply a custom model binder using the model binder attribute by defining attributes on an action method or model. Whenever we are using this method that is applying an attribute on an action method, we need to define this attribute on every action method on which we want to use this custom binding on. Also, we can apply this attribute to the model itself. As per below image code, you can easily applying the model binder attribute to a model. Next, understand register custom model binder in the startup class. We can register our custom model binder in a startup class, which will then be available for all action methods. To register a custom model binder, we have to create a binder provider. This model binder provider class implements an interface called the iModelBinder provider interface. The built-in model binders, it should be noted, have also had their own model binder providers. We can also specify the type of arguments the model binder produces, not the input of our model binder. In the following example, the provider works just with custom model binder. Now, we have to add this provider to MVC model binder provider collection. Then we can add custom model binder provider to MVC model binder collection. That is in the configure services methods of the startup class. After all implementation of code, you will get below out for custom model binder provider. In the above example, we are receiving the required data from the request query string. In the same way, we can also get the data from the request body. With the post method, we need to post the data within the request body. In the following example, I have read the request body data and converted it into the required form data. Here in this image you can see the output for the request body data and converted it into the required form data. With customer binders, we can get data whose properties are not primitive. This gives us a better control of the data and thus helps us in some scenarios. At the last, want to say that ASP.NET Core has many built-in model binders and their providers that meet our most all needs. But Custom Model Binder provides a way to bind our data which is in a specific format to our model classes or action parameter. We have shared this concept to help the global ASP.NET developers community in understanding the concept of custom model binding in ASP.NET Core MVC pattern and its use in MVC-based application development. If you have any question regarding ASP.NET MVC or model binding, contact us or comment us. Our experts will replay you as soon as possible. Our email address: info@aegissoftTech.com. Our contact number: +9 19824172020. Our address: Royal Square, 1st floor, office number 110, near Shilp Tower, Tagore Road, Rajkot 360,001, Gujarat, India. Thank you for watching.